One morning, a small mouse named Milo ran through the forest with excitement in his eyes. "I will build the biggest food storage in the forest before winter," he shouted. Every animal he met heard the same thing. "I have a great plan. I will collect more food than anyone. This winter will be my best season ever." The rabbit heard it, the squirrel heard it, the birds heard it, even the lazy crow sitting on a tree heard it. Everyone smiled and congratulated him. Milo loved it. The more animals praised him, the more he talked about his future plans. Instead of collecting food, he spent hours telling others what he was going to do. Days passed. Every morning he announced new goals. "I found a perfect place for my storage. I will fill it with nuts and seeds. I will become the most prepared animal in the forest." The animals kept saying, "Wow, Milo, that's impressive." Each compliment made him feel successful, even though he had not done much work yet. One afternoon, Milo met an old turtle near a stream. The turtle listened quietly while Milo explained all his future achievements. When Milo finished, the turtle smiled. "Have you already built the storage?" "No." "Have you collected enough food?" "Not yet." "Then why are you celebrating?" Milo laughed. "I am not celebrating. I'm sharing my plans." The turtle slowly shook his head. "Be careful. Sometimes talking about success feels so good that people stop working for it." Milo thought the turtle was being negative. He thanked him and ran away. The next day he told even more animals about his plans. Soon something unexpected happened. The crow began watching him. Whenever Milo discovered a good food source, he would tell everyone. The crow would secretly visit the place first and take some of the food. Then a few other animals started doing the same. Milo kept sharing information without realizing it. Weeks later, he looked at his storage. It was almost empty. Winter was getting closer. For the first time, he felt nervous. "How can this be?" he asked himself. "I have been working for weeks." But when he honestly looked at his days, he saw the truth. A lot of his time was spent talking about future work, talking about future success, talking about future results, not actually doing the work. That evening he sat alone beside the stream. The old turtle appeared again. "You look worried," said the turtle. "I don't understand. I had such a great plan." The turtle nodded. "A plan is only a seed. The work is what makes it grow." Milo lowered his head. "I thought sharing my plans would motivate me." "Sometimes it does," replied the turtle. "But often people enjoy the praise before earning it. Their minds start feeling rewarded too early." The mouse stayed silent. Deep down he knew the turtle was right. The next morning, Milo made a decision. He would stop announcing his goals. No more speeches, no more promises, no more showing off future success. He would let his actions speak. When other animals asked what he was doing, he simply smiled. "Just working." Nothing more. Days turned into weeks. Milo woke up before sunrise every morning. He searched for seeds. He carried nuts. He organized his storage carefully. Whenever he found a good food source, he kept it private. He focused on the task instead of the attention. Something strange happened. Without constant talking, he had more energy. Without trying to impress others, he stayed focused longer. Without seeking approval, he worked harder. His storage slowly began filling up. Meanwhile, the crow became curious. He noticed Milo was no longer sharing information. The crow followed him one day, but lost him in the forest. Another day he tried again. Still nothing. The crow became frustrated. For months he had depended on Milo's loose tongue. Now there was nothing to steal. Winter finally arrived. Cold winds moved through the forest. Food became difficult to find. Many animals struggled. Some had prepared well, others had not. One snowy morning, the rabbit visited Milo's home. His eyes became wide with surprise. The storage was full. Rows of seeds, piles of nuts, enough food for the entire winter. "How did you do this?" asked the rabbit. Milo smiled. "I stopped talking and started working." Soon the story spread across the forest. Animals wanted to know Milo's secret. This time he did not brag. He simply shared what he had learned. One evening, many young animals gathered around him. A young squirrel asked, "How did you become so successful?" Milo thought for a moment. Then he said, "Success became easier when I stopped announcing every step." The animals listened carefully. Milo continued, "When I told everyone my plans, I felt important. I enjoyed the attention. But attention is not progress." The squirrel nodded. Another animal asked, "So we should never tell anyone our goals?" Milo smiled. "Not exactly. Sometimes sharing with the right people can help, but telling everyone too early can become a trap." "What kind of trap?" "You start loving the applause more than the effort." The animals became quiet. Milo looked around. "I learned that dreams grow best in silence, like seeds under the soil. You don't dig them up every day to show everyone. You protect them. You water them. You work on them. Then one day people see the results." The old turtle, who was listening nearby, smiled proudly. Winter continued. As the weeks passed, many animals remembered Milo's lesson. Some stopped talking about becoming stronger and started training. Some stopped talking about learning and started studying. Some stopped talking about building and started creating. Slowly the forest changed. More action, less talking, more discipline, less showing off. And life improved for many of them. One day, near the end of winter, Milo met the crow again. The crow looked disappointed. "You changed," said the crow. Milo laughed. "Yes, I did. You used to tell everyone everything." "I know." "What happened?" Milo looked at the snowy trees. "I realized something important." "What?" "People should hear your success from your results, not from your promises." The crow had no answer. For the first time he understood. The strongest workers were often the quietest. The loudest people were not always the most successful. And those who focused on action often reached their goals faster than those who kept announcing them. As winter ended and spring returned, Milo looked at the forest with gratitude. The mouse who once loved talking about success had become someone who quietly worked for it. And that simple change transformed his life.